The biggest thing that we see blow up home contracts are the inspection phase and buyers going into a home, getting it under contract, and then finding out there's some major issues that they have with it. So that leads to the question, what should you be looking for in a home when you're walking through and touring it? There's one thing that I pulled from my past experience when I was selling a lot of homes as a real estate agent, now being a lender, but the things that I really looked back then were 4 major things to check out on. And that's your roof, siding, window, HVAC. Those are kind of the big 4 items that can cost you in the long run, and where we see a lot of major issues with contracts that fall out when they're under the contract phase. So think of it this way. The roof, siding, the window, HVAC. When you add all those up, those are generally the biggest expenses on a home. So when you're walking through it, it'd be smart to just pay attention to that. Now your home inspection, whole different ball game than when you're walking through and seeing it. You want to make sure you still have a home inspector go through, check for everything, make sure they're going to look at the roof. Hey, is it really old? Or hey, let's make sure that that HVAC system, that's your heating, ventilation, air conditioning, so your furnace and your AC, that they're all in good shape. But when you're going through a home on a showing, you kind of just want to pay attention to those roughly on your own and start taking them into account. Hey, that could be a concern. So I want to make sure that is looked at during the inspection phase. The key is you're at least going into the deal with your eyes wide open. The other item to those 4 things that you really just want to think about a little bit is the foundation of the home and if there's any major structural concerns. Now again, your real estate agent, lender, if they're going through for some reason with you, they're generally not going to be super knowledgeable on structural issues, but you want to just look and know, is this an older home? I might want to make sure that I get this looked at from a structural viewpoint. The reason being is because those can be major costs to folks in the long run. And the whole point is, when you're going through on your showings, don't just look at the countertops, don't just look at the beautiful paint on the walls, pay attention to those major mechanical items. Because once you're under contract and you're doing those inspections, those are the big items that we see blow up deals all the time. So if you're a first-time buyer watching this, just know that there's a little more to a home that you want to think about in the long run. Roof, siding, window, HVAC, the big 4 we like to call them. And then you want to have check, just make sure foundation is in good shape as well, especially on those older homes. So hopefully this helps you when you're walking through a home here in the near future and you're looking, just keep that little bug in your ear. Don't just pay attention to the countertops. Don't just pay attention to the paint or the beautiful colors of what I like, which are all wonderful things. Make sure you pay attention to those big 4. Look at the roof, look at the windows, look at the siding, look at the HVAC. Are they looking like they're at least in good condition? You're not a home inspector, no doubt about it. You want to get a home inspector to check those, but when you're doing your walkthrough, you can usually at least get a gut feeling on if there seems to be a major issue or not. Sometimes those gut feelings save us a lot of money in the long run. My name's Evan Kaufman. Hopefully this helps you as you're going through on your next home buying process. Just understand a little bit more about how to get it done. Take care.